What's up, guys? It is your girl Asni Audrey, and welcome back to my channel. If you are brand new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button down below, and do not forget to leave a big thumbs up for your girl. So as you guys can tell by the title of this video, this is a story time. Yes, we have our teacups, so get your popcorn, your chips ready, and we're about to get into the story time of how I egged my ex's house. Yes, this is not clickbait. I actually went to his house and I egged it. So yeah, let's get into the story time. I know let me just give y'all some background about me and his history. So me and him have been dating for like about 6 months on and off because he was so indecisive, and he would always like find an excuse to break up with me. And now that I think about it and I think back in my head, I think it was because he wanted to talk to another female. Like, I think it was so he could like talk to other girls and like be Mr. Player without getting caught up. Like, now that I think about it, I'm like, that's really like messed up, because knowing me, knowing my feelings, and knowing how attached I can get to people, that was really jacked up to put me through a psychological thing like that, because I didn't know what was going on. One minute it was like, oh, we're together, oh, we're all lovey-dovey, and then the next minute he breaks up with me for some random reason. He would come up with the most bogus reasons ever, and it made me so mad. At the same time, I was like, oh my god, this is my first boyfriend, I really like this guy. Like, when we were together, he would get mad at stuff that didn't make sense. Like, I would hug my friend that was gay and he would say that I kissed him. He would say stuff like, oh, the way that you hugged him looked like you just got done kissing him. He would just cause unnecessary drama. Like, he would just like start rumors for no reason about me because he wanted my attention. And it would just make me so mad, because I would be like, you broke up with me, but you constantly got my name in your mouth. Constantly. Ain't you talking to Gigi? This is exactly how my mindset would be, because he would say stuff about me and like I would be the topic of conversation. It was just like really petty for no reason. And then like he would do stuff that didn't make sense. Like, when I would call him out on his BS, he would apologize and be like, oh, I really do like you. And you know that exactly what he was doing was not a real relationship. Like, who breaks up with somebody every freaking week? Like, who does that? Who does it? Who starts drama with a person that you are that you claim you're interested in for no reason at all? Like, who does that? Like, you clearly have nothing better to do. With all of that being said, there was a lot of drama and tension that there was a lot of tension and confusion that I went through by myself. And it took me a very, 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 very long time to get to a place to where I was like, I am never, ever going to be that person again. So that's how, like, because of all that bent up animosity towards him, that basically led me to egg his house. Like, I was like, me egging his house was me saying, F you nigga, I'm done. I'm gonna start by saying that what I did was immature, and it was petty, and it was very childish. But at the time, I really didn't care. Like, there were no F's given on this side of the field. Like, there were no F's given. Like, I genuinely felt like you made me feel some type of way, so I'm gonna make you feel some type of way. At this point in time, me and him had been messaging with each other over the course of my freshman and my sophomore year, and his junior and his senior year. So at this particular time, me and him weren't together. We weren't together. We weren't dating. We weren't anything. We weren't even communicating at this time. I'm at my cousin's house. And I'm spending the night at her house, and she's like, I want to do something today. And I'm like, okay, I'm down to go do something. What do you want to do today? She's like, I want to go to the pool. Like, some of my friends are at the pool. Some of your old track friends are at the pool. link up with them. And I'm like, okay, whatever, let's go. So we go to the pool and everybody's there. Like everybody, all of the track boys that know him and know me and know that me and him were together were at the pool. So everybody's at the pool and everybody's just chilling and everybody's just vibing, everybody's chill. He's not at the pool. He's very introverted, so he wasn't there. And he also had beef with all the guys there. We're at the pool and one of the guys that was on our track team has a sister, and his sister was dating my ex-boyfriend at the time. Like last time I heard, they were together and they were in a relationship. So me being like nosy or whatever, I was like, hey, where's your sister at? I want to talk to her. And she's like, he's like, oh, she's at the house. And I'm like, okay, so where's your house at? And he's like, oh, it's like 3B, something like that. I was like, okay, I'm going to 3B. So I leave the pool and I go all the way to their apartment. And I'm like, I go and I ring the doorbell. I'm like, is Gigi here? And they're like, yeah, Gigi's here. So I wait a couple minutes. And while I'm waiting, I'm like, what the heck am I going to tell this girl? Like, why am I even at this door right now? Like, why am I even talking to her? So she comes to the door and she's like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, hey, can we talk for a second? And she's like, yeah, we can talk for a second. And I'm like, yo, I just want you to know that me and Eminem were together for a minute. And she was like, when were y'all together? I was like, oh, we were together through Valentine's Day, and we were together that whole time. She was like, girl, why didn't you tell me? Because this happened recently. And what she told me was they ended up getting in, like, there was all this commotion about him, like, getting into it with her brother. Like, they ended up having beef. Her brother ended up having beef with him, and like there was just so much drama. I don't really remember what the drama was. Like what basically happened is that it ended with him quitting the track team and them breaking up, and like that was it. So, and the reason why I didn't know all this information was because I ended up moving schools. And so I was late on updates, but thank God for my best friend, because my best friend told me most of the tea. Like when my best friend found out some stuff about him, he always told me. So I was always thankful for the tea. So anyways, I ended up leaving that school, and then my best friend was telling me all the drama, and then she told me what happened. And then I was just laying down all my feelings to her, and I was telling her how I felt. And I was like, yo, and she was like, I was telling her how I felt and what was happening. I was like, girl. And she was just like, girl, like, why didn't you tell me that you guys were having a thing going on and all this like stuff was going on when you were at our school? And I was just like, you know, now Nina, I remind you, him and her were both seniors. They had just, I think they were about to graduate. Yeah, I think they were about to graduate. And I'm a sophomore. So I'm gonna just be real. I'm gonna be like, I was like a sophomore. What do you want me to do? Like, I'm not a grown woman to the point where I'm like gonna be like, I'm gonna just confront everybody about everything. No, I was really feeling some type of way. I was in my own head, in my own feelings, and I was just like going through my own type of breakup in my own head. What do you want me to say to you? Because if we're all being real, you were messing with him before I was, and then I ended up talking to him, and then I found out that you were in the picture. So she was just like being very understanding, and she was just like we were just venting about him, and like she was basically telling me how he was a waste of time, and how the drama happened, and how she wishes I could have told her, and how she wishes that I was like there to like witness everything. And I was just like, girl, I wish I was there to witness everything too, because the way it sounded it happened, he got pressed by her brother. If y'all don't understand what press means, it means when somebody confronts another person and something funny happen. So that's basically what happened. And then at a certain track practice, his dad ended up coming to the track practice and causing a whole scene I'm sorry, guys. My mouth is like really dry right now. So then, me and her just talking, and we're venting, and it's getting late. And I'm just like, you know, this nigga. Sorry, I'm in my head. I'm like, yo, this dude just is not gonna get away with how he did us. Like, I just feel like he doesn't understand the severity of people's feelings. I don't think he understands that you just can't play with people's feelings like this. Like, that's not okay. So I was like, Gigi, you know where he lived? And she was like, yeah, I know where he lived. I was like, let's go egg his house. And she was like, what? And I was like, let's go egg his house. And she was like, girl, I'm down, let's go. So it wasn't just her, it was her and her little brother. Man, he was like, yeah, let's go. And cause he's just ready to do anything. So I was like, yeah, let's go. So we walk, and she's like, where are we gonna get the eggs from? And I was like, dang, I don't even know. I don't even know where we're gonna get the eggs from. So I'm like, hold up, I know some people that live over here. So we walk, and I'm like, we finna stop at my friend's house. So we stop at my friend's house, and we go in his house, and I'm like, can we get some eggs? And he's like, what y'all need eggs for? And I'm like, I'm spending the night at Gigi's house. Let me get some eggs so we can make some brownies. He gives me eggs, and then we leave. And my ex's house is like down the street. So, you know the feeling of anticipation when you finna go do something bad. So me and her little brother started feeling like that. We was like, yo, we really finna go egg his house. Like, we really finna go down here and egg his house. Like, we finna walk down here and egg his house. And I'm sitting there like, yeah, we finna go egg this nigga house. So we get down there, and there's like a sidewalk, and then on the sidewalk is like bushes and trees and stuff. So like we duck down in the bushes, and then you can see his house. And then we was like, are we gonna throw rocks first, or are we just gonna throw the eggs and dip? And so we was like, we're gonna throw the rock. We gonna throw the eggs first. And then her brother was like, well, are we gonna throw eggs at the cars, or are we gonna throw eggs at the house? And I was like, I don't care. Just throw an egg and run. So after that, we waited a second. And then we was like, all right, we're gonna go at the same time. So we got out of the bushes, walked across the street to like the front of his house, and we was like, boom, boom, boom. And then after that, we deuce run. Like, all you hear is feet gone. We dusted out the. Thank God for track, because thank God for track. So after that, we like deuced running, and all of us, we catch up with each other like at the corner of her apartments. No, at the corner of a neighborhood where her apartments are. And then I was like, yo, y'all good? And she was like, yeah, I'm good. And then her brother was like in the back of us. He was like, yo, y'all good? Da, 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 da. And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm groovy. And then like we sitting on the steps. We walk in and we sit on the steps, and then we just waiting. And then all of a sudden she gets a phone call, and then I think I got the phone call. I got a phone call from one of the boys that was at the pool, and he's like, did y'all go egg his house? And then we're like, no, what are you talking about? And he's like, because him and his dad is out looking for us, thinking that we egged his house. Now pause, because you remember how I told y'all that he had beef with her brother and some of the dudes on the track team. So thank God for that beef, because to this day they think that him and his friends egged his house, when really it was just me and Gigi. Me and Gigi was savage that night. We was like bing 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 and left. So thank God for that beef. Probably not gonna have that smartness no more. I might get charged with vandalism. But anyways, so he's like, yeah, they're like driving around, and he stopped. Like he said that they got caught up by him and his dad. Like they were in the car, and him and her brother were walking somewhere, and they were like, where y'all going? And he looked at them and was like, why? Like, why are you worried? And he was like, did y'all go, like, he was like asking them questions, like trying to figure out if they were the ones that ate his house. And he was like, dude, we just left from the pool, like, what are you talking about? And he's like, and then Eminem is just sitting inside of the car just chilling and being quiet while his dad is interrogating my friends. And I'm just like, well, I'm asking him while I'm on the phone with him, and I'm like, so did he like say anything to you guys about, like, did he say that you guys did it? He was like, no, he just asked us questions because we was walking. And I was like, oh, okay, well, we egged the house. And he's like, y'all bad. I was like, so I don't care, like, he deserved it. Like, he shouldn't have played me and my homegirl like that. Me and her ain't even really homegirls, but at the moment I was feeling like this my ride or die chick right here, because we just egged this nigga house. So he says, y'all bad, blah, blah, blah. And then we get off the phone with him, and me and her is like, we still got adrenaline pumping. She's like, yo, like, I can't believe we just did that. I was like, I can. You want to go do it again? No, I'm just playing. We didn't go back over there. But after that, me and her stayed in contact for like a good minute. And that was the last time I was in that neighborhood. Because, yeah, that was just the last time I was in that neighborhood before I moved. But after me and her like got done talking and like having a conversation and stuff, I had to go home, and I had to walk to the bus stop. And the route to the bus stop is where his house is. So I had to walk past his house to go to the bus stop. And like right when I was walking out to the bus stop, he was outside with his dad. Like, I think he was parking his car or something. And like his dad was like posted, trying to make sure that he know how to park a car. You know how when your dad watch you, try to make sure that you know how to park the car when you like drive and learn how to drive and stuff. So yeah, they was distracted, so they really wasn't looking at me. And plus I had my hoodie on like this, and so I was like acting like ain't nobody know me, like I'm just some random person. So yeah, they probably didn't even know that was me. So yeah, after that, I was just like, I felt savage for a minute, but at the same time, I was just like, I can't believe I ate his house. So yeah, that is the story time of how I ended up egging my ex's house. You feel me? Because I was a bad little kid. I was savagely bad. Yeah, so if you guys like this story time, please give the story time a big thumbs up. More story times to come, along with pranks, challenges, and reactions, and yada yada yada, whatever I want to do on my YouTube channel, because it's my YouTube channel. If you don't like it, you can the door. But yeah, so do not forget to subscribe, leave a big thumbs up for your girl, and what else am I forgetting? Oh yeah, it's your girl Asnia Audrey out this thing. Bye guys.
Chillin', laying in the cut though, easy, tryna see what up though. Brooklyn, home of the cutthroats, notorious, y'all know how the rest go sleeping. One eye open, too smart cause I'm always scoping, watching, seeing how these lames look, lazy. This how you get your frame took, money.